জল তোলা ফেলা তরঙ্গ সে, একটা নারকেলের মালা তাতে জল তোলা ফেলা তরঙ্গ সে। পাগলের সঙ্গে যাবি পাগল হবি বুঝিবি শেষে, পাগলের সঙ্গে যাবি পাগল হবি বুঝিবি শেষে, করে মন বুঝবি শেষে। তোরা কেউ যাস নে ও পাগলের কাছে, তোরা কেউ যাস নে ও পাগলের কাছে, তোরা কেউ যাস নে ও পাগলের কাছে। তিন পাগলে হলো মেলা নদে এসে, আর তিন পাগলে হলো মেলা নদে এসে, ওরে মন নদে এসে। তোরা কেউ যাস নে ও পাগলের কাছে, তোরা কেউ যাস নে ও পাগলের কাছে, তোরা কেউ যাস নে ও পাগলের কাছে।
प्रभु जी चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन हम पानी, पानी जखी अंग अंग बास समानी, जखी अंग अंग बास समानी। प्रभु जी तुम चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन हम पानी। प्रभु जी तुम चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन हम पानी। प्रभु जी तुम घनवन हम मुरारे, तुम घनवन हम मोरा, तुम घनवन हम मोरा मोरा, तुम घनवन हम मोरा। प्रभु जी तुम घनवन हम मुरा। जैसे चितयत चंद्र चकोरा, जैसे चितयत चंद्र चकोरा। प्रभु जी तुम चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन हम पानी। प्रभु जी तुम दीपक हम बाती हो, तुम दीपक हम बाती बाती, तुम दीपक हम बाती, तुम दीपक हम बाती बाती, तुम दीपक हम बाती। प्रभु जी तुम दीपक हम बाती बाती, तुम दीपक हम बाती। जैसे ज्योत बारे दिन राती, जैसे ज्योत बारे दिन राती। प्रभु जी तुम चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन हम पानी। प्रभु जी तुम मोती हम धागा हो, तुम मोती हम धागा धागा, तुम मोती हम धागा, तुम मोती हम धागा धागा, तुम मोती हम धागा। प्रभु जी तुम मोती हम धागा। जैसे सोने में मिलात सुहागा, जैसे सोने में मिलात सुहागा। प्रभु जी तुम चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन हम पानी, तुम चंदन।
We are very happy that one of our very own, the driving force behind this organization, is here. So Maharaj does not need any introduction. the love that he spreads all across Southeast Asia, especially Bangladesh, India, and the other parts, and here. And without his guide and support, we wouldn't even exist that long. So Maharaj, we are very grateful, and all we know is the head assistant of Sarva Devanandaji, another driving force of this center, and he's a minister in charge for Greater Washington DC Vedanta Center. And this is the most beautiful center. If you get a chance, please visit. And so Maharaj, this is your first trip in 2019. So hopefully many more trips. I asked Pratham to receive Maharaj with flowers in the new year. The 10th of March, Thakur's birthday will be celebrated with Swami Sarva Priyanandaji. And then March 25th, Swami Sarva Devanandaji is from Hollywood. He is coming here, also same time, 7 p.m. So all of you are please join us. Welcome both Swamis. And tonight's topic is open, Maharaj. Okay. We are privileged that you are here, so anything you speak, all of us will listen. So he can announce the own topic.
Okay. Thanks to the kids. They're really fantastic. The way they've learned so many songs and everything. Yeah. So really we should give a special head. Yeah. And especially their music teacher. So it's a wonderful job you're doing. Yeah. And of course his son is a master now. Good. I had an idea. To me it's interesting. I hope it'll be interesting for all of you. It's a little bit personal, a little bit about how I first got acquainted with Bangladesh and that part of the work of our order. And it revolves around a project that I was given to help with a long time ago, 1991. I was then just a brahmachari in our center in Southern California, in the Trabuco Canyon. And one day Swami Swahanandaji, many of you know Swami Swahanandaji, he passed away in 2012. He of course was from the Sylhet area, Habiganj, and his village Baniachong, his Mamarbari, is where the new temple was established just last year. And of course Prakash and I went, Swami Sarvadevanandaji went, we all went there for that. Anyhow, Swami Swahanandaji came to me one day. He handed me a small piece of paper with something scribbled in Bengali. It's very difficult to read. I can read Bengali script all right, but handwriting is very difficult. And I asked him what it was. And he said it was a letter that was written to him a long time ago by one Swami Parmeshananda. Now, some of you may know this name, Swami Parmeshanandaji. I'll talk about him a little bit. He was the guiding light for East Bengal. Aside from some of the direct disciples, Swamiji went, of course, Swami Brahmananda went, Swami Premananda went. Aside from them, the most important sadhu of the for his songs, but also for his letters. He was a wonderful letter writer, and whoever received a letter from him not only would save it, but would make copies and give it to all the other sadhus, friends, and everything. And these became very, very well known. And during that period, early 90s, there was an attempt to collect all of the letters that he had written to sadhus, to devotees. He wrote many to the young women who became the first Pravarajikas, the first nuns of Sharanamat also. And at that time everything was handwritten. So I was in a fix, I could barely read it, and he wanted to help with the translation of it. Fortunately, within a very short time, everything was published by one Satchidananda Dhar. He was a great devotee, very devoted to Swami Parmeshanandaji also. So we had everything in written form. So we started this big project of translating all of the letters into English. Now it's a 3-volume set known as Go Forward, the letters of Swami Parmeshananda. And if you haven't read them, they're wonderful. He was a very creative literary person, figure, and a great spiritual soul. It so happened that he and Swami Swanandaji's father were best friends, very close friends. And because of Ramesh Maharaj, Swami Swanandaji's father went to take initiation from Holy Mother. So he took initiation from Holy Mother and expressed his desire to become a sadhu. And the Holy Mother said to him, "My child, this isn't the path for you, but two in your family line will become sadhus later." So he went back and had some other children. As the third son was yet to be born, he was going on a trip to Shimla. He worked for the government, had a massive heart attack and died. So he passed away before the birth of the third son, who was Swami Swanandaji. So to fulfill the words of Holy Mother, Swami Swanandaji had to be born and become a sadhu, of course. And then later, his nephew, the son of Swami Swanandaji's eldest brother, became a monk also. So now we have two from that line who became monks. Now, so I got involved in this project, and the following year I went to India, and Swami Swanandaji said, "Why not visit Bangladesh at the same time?" At this time, I still didn't know all of the connections between Swami Swanandaji and East Bengal and Bangladesh and everything. But he suggested it. I thought it a very nice idea. So I went, and it turned out that so many of his family members are still there. And I became very close with his mama, his maternal uncle who raised him after his father died, and all the other family members. And then I found out the whole story about Swami Atmajnanandaji, and we visited his house, the place called Dulali. It's probably not a very large place, not too far from Hobbyganj. So this Swami Atmajnanandaji, he started these different ashrams, but he himself never took sannyas. So many young monks came, dozens came, very well-known monks of our order, and he sent them all to Bellarmine. They all became sadhus. He remained back. Then finally the order insisted. They said, "You're living the life of a sadhu so many years. They've come to Bellarmine and finally take your vow." So we went. He had his brahmacharya and sannyas the same year. So he used to say, "I had a double promotion." So he skipped a grade, you could say. Now, one of the songs that Swami Atmajnanandaji wrote was called Arupo Shayare. Does anyone know this song? Arupo Shayare, and he has a very beautiful song. I don't sing, I'll recite it though. This was Swami Swanandaji's favorite song. In the mornings after meditation, he also didn't sing, but he would always recite this song. This and Nahi Shojjo Nahi Jyoti, Swami Vivekananda's song on Samadhi, hymn of Samadhi. Those were his two favorites, so he would recite both of them. This particular song, there's a little history about it. Once, some of his, not disciples because he didn't give initiation, he had no disciples, but those who joined through him went to Bellarmine. And they were in what they used to call the visitor room at that time. And were singing this song, Arupo Shayare. And Swami Brahmananda and Swami Shivananda, Mahapurush Maharaj and Raja Maharaj, both heard this song sung. And one of them said, "Did you listen to this song? No one who wasn't a God-realized soul could have written this song." So that was this song, Arupo Shayare. And I thought what I would do after a little background on this Swami was to go through the song, because the very special feature about this is that we see the same Advaita Vedanta, same very high philosophical ideal of this infinite absolute reality from a devotional point of view. So he takes the same type of non-dualistic philosophical ideas and presents them in a way that fits in with his devotional love of Sri Ramakrishna as the avatar. And like many songs about Sri Ramakrishna, we don't find his name there. Kandana Bhavavandana, you won't find his name there. Right? But we know it's about him. This Gurudeva Dayakara, same thing. You won't find his name, but you know that it's really meant for him. So there's one particular verse from this Vivekananda that I feel this is the companion to that verse. This is the devotional side of it. That will get the high philosophical side. This verse says, Mayi, in me, akanda sukham bodhao. In me, the ocean of the infinite joy, infinite Brahming. That's me, in the ocean of me. Bahudha vishva vichaya. Many waves are rising in this ocean. Each wave is a whole universe. Then it says, utpadyante valiyante. That as a wave rises, the universe exists. The wave goes down, that's the end of the cycle. So this idea of this infinite absolute nature and the transitory nature of the world, just as a wave rises, this whole billions of years of creation go, and then the next second it'll go down. That means there's pralaya. Then it'll come up again. Now what causes all of this to happen from the ocean? It is Maya, Maruta, Vibhrama. It's disturbed by the winds of Maya. So we get this idea that this infinite ocean of Brahman, pure consciousness, perfectly content to just remain as it is. But because of Maya somehow, that it'll break into waves, each wave will be a universe. Now, when we look at this poem, this song of Parameshwaraj, we see how he takes the same symbolism of this ocean and the wave and everything, and presents it in a way that we can understand the nature of the avatar. So it starts out, Orupo Shayare Leela Lohari Utilo Muridulo Karunabai. So the same ocean of the infinite formless absolute reality. And the wave that rises, he doesn't say that it's just creation and dissolution, creation and dissolution. He says this is lila. Now we're getting this idea that this avatar is also like one huge wave that arises. We're all waves on this ocean. The same ocean of infinite reality, Satchidananda, but the avatar has a special role. His life is a special play, lila. Now, what is causing this to happen? In Shankaracharya's verse, it's almost as if there's some delusion, some error, some maya, something is causing this. But how beautiful this is. He says, Mridolo Koruna Bai. So the very sweet breeze, this gentle breeze of grace. Because of the gentle breeze of grace that's flowing over this ocean of infinite consciousness, then the avatar takes birth. So we're getting this very high philosophical idea and this very sweet explanation of how the avatar comes. Adi ontohin akondo bilin mayai dhorile manobokai. So this avatar is in the beginning merged in this infinite absolute reality, without beginning, without any end. Then through Maya, again, through this inscrutable reality, that the divine incarnation, Manavokai, takes a human form, takes a human body. So we have this first line, under the gentle breeze of mercy. This, by the way, translation is by Swami Vivekananda, who was also from Habiganj, from the same area that they were all from. Under the gentle breeze of mercy, waves have risen in the ocean of formlessness, merged in the undivided, without beginning or end. Thou, meaning Sri Ramakrishna, through thine inscrutable power, his own Maya, through his own Maya, has assumed a human form. Then, Moner opare kotakondesh Shoshi topone nahi porobesh. Tobo hashi rashi kirono boroshi ujole shetao charo bibhai. Moner opare, the other side of the mind. That means that this human mind cannot grasp this mystery of the avatar. This human mind cannot grasp this infinite reality which we call Brahman. So we have to go to the other shore of this ocean. Opare. So on the other side of the mind, there's this unknown realm. Kondesh. We don't know where it is, what it is, anything about it. But neither the sun nor the moon can enter there. We have Nahi Shorjo, Nahi Jyoti, all of these, this common idea that we're going to a place where there's no light of the sun, light of the moon. The only light that is there is the light of consciousness. But what happens there? What is it that's shining its rays? He says, Tobo Hashi Rashi Kirano Borishi Hutu. So the smile, the sweet smile of the avatar is shedding its rays of grace on the world. So he says, even there, thine infinite smile sheds its rays and illumines with a charming light. Charo Vibhai. Then it says, Premer e tonu ganjono ki modhoro vibha bikashe noyano. Je heri shejon tonu pran mon chorone orpono korite chai. So his body, does he have no ordinary body, the avatar? The body of the avatar is made of prema. It's not an ordinary body. So it says, Premer e tonu, otono ganjono, puts to shame the god of beauty. And it says, what sweet light thine eyes bestrew. Then we get this very beautiful idea. What do we do when the avatar comes? When somebody comes into this world to shed love on all of mankind, then what do? We want to lay our lives down at the feet of the avatar. So it says, Jai Hari Shejon, Tonu Pranmon, the body, mind, the senses, the soul, everything that we have, Chorone Orpuno Korite Chai, that we want to offer at the feet of the avatar. Then we get this final line, Tomari Ashai, Koto Jugo Koto, Shomshoy Joto Aji Tirohito. Waiting for you. How many ages have passed waiting for the avatar to come? Koto Jugo Koto. How many ages have gone? Shomshoy Joto Aji Tirohito. Whatever questions and doubts that we had have all disappeared today with the coming of the avatar. Then Ja Ache Amar Loho Upohar Champino Jibono Tobo Shebai. Then we get this idea of absolute and complete Atma Samarpana, offering of the self. So Ja Ache Amar Loho Upohar. So receive the gift of all that I have. Ja Ache Amar, whatever I have, whatever I am, whatever I possess, whatever I own. Loho upahar, accept that as my gift to you. The whole life is offered as a gift to you. Shompano jivano tovasebai, that may this whole life be spent in service of you. Whatever we do, let it be an offering to you. So from the very high philosophical conception, we get to this beautiful idea that when the avatar comes only for our sake and to teach us the real meaning of divine love, of prema. And what are we to do then? If we understand and we accept it, we feel this divine love, then this desire comes into the heart that the whole life should be lived as an offering, and that whatever we have, whatever we own, whatever we possess, whatever we are, should be laid at the feet of the avatar. This is called Purnahuti. Whatever we have, whatever we think, whatever we do, everything should be done as an offering. So this Purnahuti, this means that we don't do anything with any selfish motive. Now, it doesn't mean we don't have personal goals. We want to raise a family, we want to have a job, a career, and everything. But ultimately, to be able to say, yes, I raised my family, my children, they're well established, they have a good education, they have a good job. All of this I've done as an offering to you. That will be the main purpose of all of this. And if we want to have this divine love, we have to be willing to give everything to have this complete type of offering. There's a very nice incident that took place in the life of Swami Premananda, not Parmesanandi, Premananda, Thakur's disciple. Swami Premananda was considered to be the mother of Bellarmut. He was the most loving sadhu that we had. Whenever devotees would come, he would serve them. He would do some things that we can't even imagine. If some devotees came and had to spend the night there, he would tell the sadhus, you give up your bed, let them sleep there. You've renounced everything, you can sleep on the bench, let them do that. One time, some volunteers were working and it started to rain heavily, their clothes got all wet. He told the sadhus, you give them your garaba cloth to wear and let their clothes dry out, then they can get it back. Some of you may have heard of Swami Atmajnanandaji. He was the manager of Bellarmut for many, many, many years, and very well-known Swami. He was under Swami Premananda, and one year it was the birthday celebration of Sri Ramakrishna, and some devotees came very late. They missed the whole puja. Prasad was served, everything was over, and they came late. And Swami Premananda went to Swami Atmajnanandaji, and he said, please give them some prasad, they've come late. And then he said, there's no prasad left. So Swami Premananda said, did you yourself take prasad? He said, yes. He said, you yourself took prasad, knowing that maybe some devotees may come late and there's nothing for them. So this Swami, who was very well known in our order, for the whole rest of his life, never took food on any celebration day until it was at the very, very end of the day, and everyone's won there was no chance that that would happen. So this Swami Premananda, he didn't care too much for this idea of social service work. So he and Swami Vivekananda sometimes would have a little tussle between them. He wanted them to come to the shrine and do puja and everything, and Swami didn't care. He said, I'm giving class and everything. But what happened was, when he went through a very long illness, Swami Premananda, and everyone thought that he would die, actually. But he said, no, it's impossible. The reason he said that was another story. Swami Premananda's mother was a great devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna went and said, I want your son. He's so pure-hearted in nature, I need someone to stay with me. When I go into samadhi, no one else, I can't bear the touch of anyone else. I need your Babaram to come in and stay with me. So she said, does a mother give up a child for nothing? You'll have to give me something in return. He said, what is it? And he said, you have to promise me that I won't live so long that I see any of my children die. So he said, yes, I grant you that boon. So when they said to Swami Premananda, it looks like your final days, he said, no, I'll survive, my mother's still living. He had that faith. Anyhow, while he was ill, he went and read all of the complete works of Swamiji. He didn't know English very well. Whatever was translated into Bengali, he read it. And he said a transformation took place. That now he really understood that everything Swamiji said was Thakur's wish, that this idea of performing work as worship, that this he thought was the most important ideal. So wherever he went, he spoke about that. In fact, he used to say, I'm Swamiji's disciple. He became so devoted. After Swamiji passed away, of course. So he was speaking in Malda one day, and speaking about this karma yoga ideal and serving God and others, seeing God in all beings, this worship of Jiva Shiva, this idea. Then somebody said, Swamiji, tell us something about prema, about divine love. So he thought for a minute, and he said, "Is it such a simple thing?" He said, "Do I see anybody here who's really ready to hear about this?" Then he said, "Let me tell you a story." And he said there was one hawker, someone going down the street selling his wares, going from the house to house, and everyone came out of their houses and they ran to see what he was selling. And they asked him, "What are you selling?" And he said, "I'm selling prema. I'm selling love of God, divine love of God, highest love of God." They were all excited. Everybody wanted it. Then one person said, "Well, what are you charging? What's the price for it?" And he said, "The price is your head." That means that we want this love of God, we have to be willing to offer our whole lifetime. Everything has to be given. And then he said everyone ran away. No one was ready to give the price necessary for that. So there's a very high ideal. If we want to feel that we're really devotees of Sri Ramakrishna, of Holy Mother, the avatar, twin avatar of this age, then the whole life has to be dedicated to them. Everything has to be done as an upahar, as a gift, as an offering. So, and in a beautiful line, it says that we feel this desire to offer everything, the mind, the body, all of our actions, everything, all of our possessions, everything, at the lotus feet of the Lord. So, I thought I would share this poem, tell a little bit about the Swami Atmajnanandaji, who wrote this poem, and what an important role he played for our movement in what is now Bangladesh. So many of our sadhus were from there, so many of our centers were started by him, so many of the songs were written by him, that I thought this might be a nice topic for everyone. So I'll stop here then. If anybody has any question, would like to ask anything. Otherwise we can have some other song.